The Xeno series is a very unique one in the fact that it's not even really a series at all, but a bunch of interconnected games helmed by one man. And I'm in a development team, but known more so for one man, Tetsuya Takahashi. The Xeno series begins with Xenogears on the PlayStation 1. It's the first entry in the series and was envisioned originally as a 6-part series, Xenogears being the 5th in the timeline. The origins of the game actually started as a potential script for Final Fantasy VII, written by Tetsuya Takahashi and Soraya Saga. While it was deemed too dark and complicated for the vision of Final Fantasy, Square did allow them to start the project as a new property instead, hence Xenogears. Composer Yasunori Mitsuda, upon completing music for Chrono Trigger, would also jump aboard the project to provide music. While the development staff would later constitute Monolith Soft after leaving Square, at this point in time, the team only existed as a sub-team. Despite the name merely being labeled Xenogears in the game's end credits, the respective Perfect Works Guide publication, basically detailing the other 5 episodes, in short length, stated the game that was in fact episode 5 of 6. While rumors of a Xenogears 2 project starting at Square arose after the game's release, ultimately Square decided it wanted to focus more on Final Fantasy since it sold better and it was more widely received. So, Takahashi chose to leave the company, along with much of the Xenogears staff, forming Monolith Soft, a brand new company. Because of the departure and the legal rights of the game belonging to Square, later games in the series would not be the direct prequels or sequels suggested by the game's ending and the Perfect Works Guide, but more reboots sharing thematic similarities. Next we move on to Takahashi and Monolith Soft going to Namco. It is here they made the game Xenosaga, well more so the game Xenosaga Episode 1, 2, and 3. It was a trilogy that started on the PS2. There were 3 spin-off games and an anime adaptation. The Xenosaga series serves as a spiritual successor to Xenogears. It wasn't a direct sequel as stated before, and the creator of both Xenogears and Xenosaga is still Tetsuya Takahashi. Using funds from Namco, they started Monolith Soft and the Xenosaga project. Like Xenogears, the series didn't sell all of that great, and unfortunately during the 3rd episode's production, it was limited to just a 3rd episode. So Takahashi had decided to cram all of the rest of the story to try to make it a complete story within the 3rd game. After the failure of the Xenosaga series, financial failure really, Monolith Soft left Namco and was actually bought by Nintendo, who started to create a new game called Monado: Beginning of the World. The game was retitled Xenoblade in January of 2010 to honor Tetsuya Takahashi, and tied into the rest of the Xeno series as another spiritual successor. After the success of Xenoblade in the East, there was a fan petition to bring it all west called Operation Rainfall, alongside Pandora's Tower and The Last Story. It was successful and it sold all of its shipment throughout GameStop stores, which it was exclusive to. And in 2015, there was a port to the new 3DS of Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, which sold this game to a much bigger audience. But we're not done with the Xenoblade series.